There's a phrase, ask and you shall receive. Most people focus on chasing what they want. I want to get this, so I'm just going to go do it. Go do whatever it takes to get it. But they never ask the right questions. They never set up the right circumstances to actually get what they want. What do I mean by that? So let's say you want to lose 30 pounds of fat, okay? And you're like, okay, this is the workout routine I'm gonna do. You come up with it from like ChatGPT and you just go for it, okay? You watch some videos of how to do the form and you get to the gym. After some time, you're gonna be excited for a week, for 2 weeks, but then the motivation is gonna be pretty much gone for the most part. You're going to have to use willpower to build the momentum until you start to see the external result, losing some weight. So at this point, your energy level is a lot lower and you feel less motivated to a degree. And your mind starts to produce these thoughts like, why am I doing this? What's the point? What if I'm not able to? What if this routine doesn't work? What if the diet isn't good enough? What if my genetics, what if this, what if that? And like I said in the beginning, the phrase, ask and you shall receive. Whatever you ask for, you're going to get the answer to. Your mind is here to solve problems, not to control reality. So regardless of the truth, whatever you ask it, it will give you an answer to. If you ask it, why is this so boring, or why don't I feel like doing this? It will tell you why I don't feel like doing it. Because you're lazy. I don't know, something. It will not give you an answer you want because you're not asking an effective question. So to step out of the losing weight example, we all ask ourselves questions when we're not in a good emotional state. We all ask ourselves questions that are not effective in getting the result that we want. And the most unbelievable, most life-changing thing is that we have questions that we ask ourselves every single day without even realizing. And whatever questions you ask yourself are the things that you're going to focus on in your day-to-day life. And whatever you focus on, you put your energy towards, and wherever you put your energy is going to be your outcome. If you focus on growing and becoming better, that's going to be your outcome. If you're focused on how bad things are, you're going to feel in your body how bad things are. There are certain questions that you ask yourself hundreds of times a day. Why did I mess this up? Why am I so stupid? Why does he or she always say that? What is wrong with me? What is wrong with her? Like all these questions that we ask ourselves. There's a certain question that you ask yourself every day more than others, and that's what's shaping a big chunk of your life. So take a moment to ask yourself, what question do you ask constantly? And usually it comes down to two categories. We ask this primary question, this main question, to either get to feel loved or to feel worthy. So for example, a person that asks, what is wrong with me all the time, which is a very common question, probably because when they were a kid, some adult screamed at them and was like, what's wrong with you? And then they started asking it. It's very innocent, but it's not helpful. It's something that should be improved on. Okay? So, like, let's say a person asks, what is wrong with me all the time? What are they trying to fulfill? Are they trying to feel worthy, or are they trying to feel love? They're trying to feel more worthy, which honestly will eventually, in their mind, lead to love. So this is how you can determine, what do you personally want more, to feel worthy or to feel loved? For most men, it's going to probably be worthy. And women, obviously, love. But I mean, it could be reversed. It happens. So which one do you want more? And this will help guide you into figuring out what question you ask yourself most often. Once you know this question, At that point, you become so much more aware and realize how it's literally shaping every part of your life. And at this point, you want to come up with a new question, a question that allows you to focus on the result and not on what you don't want. If you're constantly aiming for what you don't want, you're going to hit what you don't want, because that's just how your mind works. It's a targeting device. It's not an anti-targeting device. So whatever you think about is what you're going to hit. So what new question can you come up with? Let me know in the comments. What was your old question that was not helpful at all? And what's the new one going to be? All right, peace out.